So we'll So now I'm visiting with Ryan Fairbanks here, and really interesting, when you took the interest profile, what were your top three?
My top three were social, investigative, and enterprising.
Social, investigative, and enterprising. So would you say that that fits you?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good fit
Yeah.
for my personality, my likes and dislikes.
Okay. And what did you go to school for?
My formal schooling in college was actually elementary education.
Was it
I was
really?
going to be a school teacher.
You're going to be a school teacher, and now you are now a business owner and have actually owned a couple of different businesses, done some startups, and worked into franchise,
Yeah.
and so a little bit different than being a school teacher. So what happened throughout your life to kind of help you with those decisions and move to where you are now?
Yeah, when I decided to go into school teaching, I took a class as our oldest daughter was born. I realized I don't really know much about how to raise a kid, what to do. And so
Sure.
I took a child development class, and I really enjoyed it. And my wife said, well, if you enjoyed that so much, you might want to think about teaching. So I pursued that for 2 or 3 years. Actually went down that path a little way in my teacher education. And then realized I like interacting with people, but I don't think I would long-term really like being in a classroom all the time.
Oh, gotcha. And so
I started
to
exploring
change that.
other options. Had a friend that approached me with a sales opportunity, so I got involved with some sales-oriented things and ran my own business doing sales with his management and leadership. So that really started me down my path of being an entrepreneur and exploring more enterprising things. And along the way, all of those things had elements of social and investigative to just keep exploring it. And that's one of the reasons why I think the investigative being second on my profile is I like to just explore things, see what's going to happen, how's it going to work out, do I like it now that I have some experience doing it.
That's tremendous. And so at one point in time, you had a business and you had to walk away from it. How was that? Did it feel like it was failure? And what did you feel at that time? And how did you rebound? Or talk to us about that a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I had a couple of experiences like that where I really thought what I wanted to do was a certain kind of business. I got into it for a little while. And then the first experience was doing land business, which is what I'm doing now. But when the economy changed and it looked like I wasn't going to have work and I had to lay off all of my employees, it looked like I wasn't going to have work. And so I was proactive and said, well, what do I want to do? What's a new adventure I can take to explore and learn something new? And so I purchased a bathroom remodeling business franchise. And that was a great experience because I learned a lot about how construction industry and sales and interfacing with the public worked through that experience. But I wasn't very smart about how I got into it.
Oh, gotcha.
And so when we shut that business down, there was some residual leftover messes that I had to clean up because it didn't go the way I hoped it would go. I learned a lot from that experience, but it didn't really drag me down or feel like a failure. It was just an opportunity to learn.
I love that. An opportunity to learn, because there are times when we go in and take a test, or we have a project due, or we look at our grades and that's a failing grade at the time. But that is really just an opportunity to look and to learn and to move forward. So, and you've been able to do that firsthand with a business, and so it's okay to really to struggle and go forward. So, and I timed that just right, where the bell would be right in the middle of our interview. So thank you, Ryan. Thanks for sharing that stuff with us and sharing with the students about your experiences there.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Great. All right.